going. It's going.
It's a golden here.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the... Oh, something shiny.
Welcome to tonight's Plumes of Hazard. I'm MassBlast09, and our co-hosts. Where did he go?
Fubaka got too big.
The Angstful Vapor. And MassBlast09.
Everyone.
What's happening, yo? Someone must be sleeping on a purple mattress. We have more purple drama tonight. Yeah, whoa, hang on 1 second.
Hell yeah, we do.
Somebody's sitting on Grimace's face.
Yeah, that's not safe to be drinking that. Wow.
That is hot. It is hot shit too.
Wow. The jokes are coming. Because you're gonna be freaking spitting it all over the place.
Well, according to Fu, so she.
Oh. I don't even know what happened to my chat.
You know, your intros used to last a lot longer. Like now it's just like here's Fubaka and me. Boom.
I mean, you know, we don't.
It's hard out here for an ice cream pimp.
We don't have as big as a celebrity you know, folks on the show anymore. So
yeah.
Oh well.
Oh, son of a bitch. I forgot to turn off chat on YouTube. I'm sorry if you're viewing this on YouTube. We don't moderate that chat, so we just let that. We just let that cancer. We let that cancer chat metastasize. I mean, really, the comments are bad enough. I don't think we need anything else. Let's see. How even do I get there now? How do I get there? Events.
I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Edit. Advanced. Live chat. Off. There we go. Done. Now, I don't know what that means if you're chatting on there, but if you want to chat, come over to theownpage.com/live, and you can chat there, or you can connect to irc.theownpage.com. What's the port? 666.
Yes.
My butt.
I think so. If you got an IRC chat client, feel free to use it. It works better than the web version. We haven't talked about chat in a while because we haven't touched it because we haven't needed to. We've tried many chats over the years. And all of them sucked.
What happened was back in the day we used to have like 150 to 200 people hammering our chat all the time. Now we're down to 30. Problem fixed.
Yeah, but you're not even
it's too small to take a shit.
Problem
I'm
fixed.
okay with that. Now, it wasn't 150 to 200. We'd have like max about 100. The only time we had an exorbitant amount of people, do you remember our first anniversary show when everyone came out for the free shit?
With the giveaways and stuff, yeah.
And then they got salty when we called them out for it.
Excuse me. Highest connection count was 143.
What? That's not true.
That's what the server says.
Dude, we had...
What?
Yeah,
no, that's the new server, though.
Oh, that's right.
That's a new server. I'm talking about our first anniversary show.
Our first anniversary show, it was
300 people.
Yeah, it was definitely almost 3, if not 3. Yeah.
That's when they showed up and they thought, We're gonna get shit.
Oh, I want a hexome. I want a hexome. This is my proverbial flat brim. You like this?
They thought they were getting Xboxes. Oh, wait. Understudy 77. That's not him. He's in the hangout.
Oh, hold on, let me boot him.
Yeah, kick him. He's not worthy.
Seriously.
Oh, if you kick him, then
his celebrity index is going back up, and then he's gonna have to get knocked back down.
No, that's all right.
What happened? I thought he was leaving. I was leaving. And he's like, I don't know. I think he's taking notes from Eric the Saint. I don't know.
I don't know.
Should I go?
Maybe.
Should I quit the show? Should I just come on whenever I feel like it? I don't know.
So speaking of Purple Mattress drama,
I can't wait to talk about it. Are you going to talk about this stuff too?
Yeah, we're going to talk about it right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Talk about it right now. So speaking,
do you have the link to the video?
No, I don't. You can talk about that. I'm going to talk about something specific with this. So a new video surfaces claiming certain things that me and Anxie will talk about later. But if you've been following this, and I'm not really too into it, but if you read the comments in the YouTube video, I have fucking struck gold in the comments. I have struck comment gold. Ready for this?
Yeah,
Here's the image. Here's the image. Okay. In this image, all right, hang on. I'm going to zoom in. There's a comment, and there's a fucking A Billion Lives film hashtag.
Sure, look at that. That's awesome.
Fucking amazing. Let's read the comment. So it says, hey, Purple, be careful with basically claiming that your powder is 100% safe, which it does up top. And I'm sure nothing is 100% safe. Probably isn't a great statement to make, blah, blah, blah. And he ends it with, live long ER and vape on. A Billion Lives film. LOL. I got to give it to A Billion Lives. Their marketing strategy must be from the same guy who works for the Ghost Bed Company, which is this guy. They're just fucking putting that hashtag everywhere. Yeah. So wait a minute.
Are people using purple beds for wick? I don't get it.
Wait.
I don't know.
Are people? Yeah. I don't understand why the bed have no dough.
So that was I'm scrolling down, and I had to stop and then scroll back up and wait. What? Did I just fucking see A Billion Lives tag? Yeah, I did.
Here's the link to the video that I think we got a hat tip to. Is it Hooligans, wasn't it?
Yep.
He showed or linked this thing to us recently, and that it's a dude who's super like normal looking, except for like as normal looking. He looks like a normal shed dweller is what he looks like. Maybe a Canadian.
Yeah.
But so in that he looks real, right? But he calls himself your favorite patent lawyer. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Your favorite copyright lawyer, something like that. Anyway, I don't know if he's actually a lawyer or not, but his commentary is really funny. And he goes all the way down this thing. The short thing is like what we were talking about a couple of weeks ago when we mentioned this. It's concerning to me about this whole thing happening. Now, this guy goes on, and you can watch that. I'm not going to try to rehash the whole thing, but the short of it is it's possible or they're alleging that this reviewer guy is still affiliated with, if not paid by, Ghost Bed people. Fine.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I really do think that, people should just blow him up on YouTube and just, all the hate comments or whatever, because he's obviously not going to be fair and balanced and honest if he works for one of the ones that he works for or that he's reviewing.
Right.
But I still say the questions that he's asking are questions that I want to know. I'm in the market for a mattress, and I want to know the answer to these questions.
Yeah.
As a person, not the guy asking them getting sued. That's bullshit.
Well, and,
I want to know what love is. I mean,
you also see, a lot of people might be watching this going, what the fuck does this have to do with vaping? It's got everything to do with vaping. Here's why. First of all, hashtag A Billion Lives film fuckers. So that's got to do with vaping. Second of all, it has to do with reviews, and it has to do with reviewing a product, right? And we do reviews here on Plumes of Hazard.
Yep.
Back when we were famous, and they would send us stuff. Now, never
celebrities
we just still bought shit. But anyways, these people are getting, $1,000, $2,000. If you need to find out what the price of the purple bed was, the purple shill is in the chat. That's understudy 70 purple 7. And basically, you basically are getting these mattresses for free to do reviews on them. Now, again, I totally agree with, hey, if you own a channel that is honest bed reviews and you're backdooring the ghost bed, ghost ride the whip, and you do that, you should be called out for it. But if you find some fucking Smoky Mountain sugar inside of the fucking purple bed and you're inhaling that shit and you ask a question about it, whether you're trying to bring it to light or trying to bring the company down, I don't think it matters. I think it's an honest question. Those 3 questions that he asked in his blog, might he have, intentions on something else, or, bad mouthing the company, maybe, but it's still a valid question. I mean, that has yet to be answered, and nobody asked it until this guy brought it up.
Yeah. Oh, I really wish, I can't rename Sean. I would really like to rename.
I tried renaming him to Purple Show or Purple Nurple Show or something like that. But
Sean, do /Nick and change your name. That would be right. There's a third reason why this is relevant, though, is that we are still inhaling something that's not regular air, right? And I do think that that's relevant and something we should at least talk about. And the one thing I do think is really funny, by the way, because I watched a little bit of the reviewer guy's video and I've read some of the lawsuit. He did at some point when they served him the first papers. He didn't take the review off of his site. He just changed their number rating to a poop emoji, which I love. I think that's amazing.
Did I tell you the poop emoji is officially dead?
What?
I mean, at least in my experience, I was staying over my brother's place on Friday, and I was watching, basic television, and there was an ad. I had the volume low, and it was actually even better that I didn't have the volume on. It was an ad for like this it was like an anti-snoring ad, some product, and so it shows dude going to sleep, and when he starts snoring, they put superimpose like a poop emoji on his face. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Potty mouth.
Under Purple just said, "Nah, I really don't care. My clothes are probably made by little kids in China. Still buy them."
He didn't have to get on the list to buy them.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, he didn't have to get on the list to buy them.
So before we get too far into this, I don't want to neglect our guest because he has a time constraint. To get him on, Fu, would you like to do the honors?
Do it.
Some say he's Russian. Some say he likes to have a little K-fund. All we know is he really came out in full form tonight. He is. Oh wait, my mic's not actually plugged in. Having some. The attitude.
We did that one thing I forgot to tell you, Addy.
I was about to lean into my micro. I'm going to lean into my microphone anyway.
He's muted. Sorry, Addy. I forgot to tell you that you get muted when we bring you in.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah,
I got the cutoff sleeves, baby.
Yeah.
I saw him before, man. This is the Dale that has guns, not the Dale that. I can't.
Easy
tonight. I'm so fucking tired. I'm so tired. I can't do Dale face.
So I do need to address. So Horror asked what I was wearing, and I did pull this down off my shelf, which lives right there on that board. This is my clone headhunter necklace that Addy sent me a very long time ago, which I still sort of adore. Awesome. Blue screwdrivers. I figured I'd wear it for his guest visit.
I like it. I got my my coil graveyard necklace.
Oh, that looks much more dangerous. Hold on, let me.
Jesus!
Holy shit!
You should make a crown out of that.
I gave Phil Bastardo a big hug with this thing. He's going, ooh, ow, ooh, ooh.
That's really.
Why was it interfering with his chain?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were clashing together and sparking, and the coils were heating up.
Surely you're not inferring that Phil has a chain.
Nah.
Addy, do you have anything to say about this whole purple garbage?
I do not. It's kind of funny though. Is that one of those mattresses that rolls up in a really tight ball and they heat shrink it?
Excuse me, it's not a ball. It's a cylinder.
It's a bed in a box. Bed in a box.
You name me another mattress that you can smash eggs into and they don't break.
I'm just waiting for a month from now when Sean starts saying his back started hurting again or something.
Yeah, you know what they do? They tell you to lay on the mattress and have your wife roll you back up in it, and you fucking ship yourself back to the company because your ass is gone. Out of here.
You paid how much for a mattress, you motherfucker?
They came looking like a damn wrestling mat rolled up and freaking.
These springs can't support this beef no mo.
It's vacuum sealed, vacuum packaged mattress.
I will say it. So I've had a couple of mattresses get shipped like that to me. It is kind of amazing.
Oh wait, that's still plugged in.
Oh sure, Sean. Sean's gone. You gotta
It's really amazing how small those things get. Like a king size bed ends up being like this big. It's crazy.
Yeah,
couches like that too. That they're all crumpled up. You just kind of cut it and stand back.
Yeah, gotta look out.
Kind of like Sean's fart in a fucking convention. He cuts it and everybody stands back.
Duck out.
Well, Sean's good at it. I had a
you mean when you're debuting your juice?
Yeah.
I had a whole collection of hats to see which one Sean approved of, and we kind of went for this one.
The Boonie hat's where it's at.
Oh, nice.
So Addie, let me pose this question to you because it's been bothering me for a long time. Okay. So we've known you through the interwebs forever, right? I mean, you've been around for a long time, and you're a regular viewer. And when way back in the day, you very kindly offered to send us your modified K funds, right? So forever ago. Here's what I don't understand. I assumed, and this is one of those ask you me things, right? I assumed you just typoed your own username, and you were supposed to be ATTY, Atty Toonie, because you were tuning up Addies. Like I thought that was the whole joke. But then you just kept doing ADDY. I was like, well shit, now what's his name mean? I don't know what your name mean. What's your name mean?
Addie Tooney. My real name's Dale, but
so it is Addie Tooney, but you use D's instead of T's?
Yeah, something different.
Oh, all right. Okay, well at least
he's gonna tune you up at your home address.
I give you Tooney up. Yeah, Tooney was my nickname for years.
Sure.
So I had to put Tooney in there. It's on my email address. It's this old guy at the factory I used to work in. He was a nutty old coot. He was a riot, but he gave me the nickname Tuna Fish Mary, so it just kind of stuck.
Oh my god! I would have kept.
Wow.
I want to name her Tuna Fish Mary. That's it. She's fucking named Tuna Fish Mary.
She's totally Tuna Fish Mary from now on. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of that video that I don't even remember who put it out, but the ball busting 101 thing that we used to laugh at. You remember that one where the guy's like, one time I got a haircut and all the guys at work just started calling me haircut. It was so good. That whole video is awesome.
That's amazing.
Did I link the stupid purple thing? I meant to do that. I'm tired of talking about it, but I wanted to make sure at least I linked the video. I did. Okay, good.
Man, I'm so glad Eddie's got that camera view because that makes my desk look clean.
That is a bit madcap, I have to admit. There's some.
He's excused. He makes his own juice. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and you know where everything is exactly at, right?
Oh, it's in the curio cabinet in the back.
Yes.
Nicotine,
he's got a freaking
gunpowder, cannon fuses.
Hang on. I was gonna say, and I was gonna ask this, and I didn't know if I was gonna be wrong or not. But is that a Dylan piece that I see all the way back there? Is that blue? Is that Dylan blue on your desk next to your it's next to the cabinet with the stuff in it. It's way back.
Oh,
next to the brown cabinet.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
A lot of stuff I haven't even messed with in a while back there. Haven't reloaded in years.
There may be.
Let's play I Spy in Toonie's garage.
I can zoom in for you. I don't know where my camera app is.
That's awesome.
So this, since we already talked about Silvemesto, we should talk about the new thing. We should talk about the new thing that was linked in our Facebook group today. 1 second, let me share my screen. I need to get the picture up anyway first. So, God, I don't remember who linked this to our group. I should figure this out because he was the first guy that I saw that was talking about it. Drum roll, please. Chris Lawson. So give him a little props there for being that guy. Oh, what happened to my screen share thing? Went away. There it is. All right, here we go. So he posted this and said, "Well, the hell is this?"
Wow.
Silvemesto and a dripper, and apparently a crazy air whatever dripper with a window in it.
Why is there top air?
Right.
God,
well, there's both. Right. What's up with all that?
Why?
So I saw that, and the comments that I saw, in our group were consistent with ones that I saw elsewhere. I'm gonna leave this up just so people can soak this in for a minute. The comments that I saw in our group were very consistent with the comments that I saw elsewhere. That what the hell is going on? Silvemesto releases the K-Fun 5, which is basically a direct lung Addy, and then the afterthought of the mouth lung thing, and now this they're off the rails, right?
Right. The rebuildable Dick Cockler Addy, Dick Cox Addy.
Right.
Miser.
So I said before I comment on this, I wanted to talk to Flo, right? Because I'm trying to reserve judgment. I want to talk to Flo. So I pinged Flo, and Flo and I got to talk today, which was really cool as always. And if you guys don't remember, he actually was on the show when when the 5 came out. I think it was when the 5.
Yeah, it was before the 5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was before the 5. It was when the mini.
Right around there.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so Flo's a super cool guy. I want to make sure that we had it straight from him before he talked about it tonight. So here's what we know, and here's what they can share. The biggest thing is the reason you haven't heard from Silvemesto about this was they can't. They've got some very strict rules with the TPD over there in the EU, so they haven't been able to talk about it with the international community yet because of those rules, whatever, right? But there's a Silvemesto partner with the same name. I don't know how this works. I don't pretend to know. That's in Russia, okay? And this product is released through that company in Russia. And the reason is the Russian community apparently has been going through kind of what we did in the US with a big cloud chasing movement lately. And apparently they're all about it like this, the biggest crazy coils, the biggest clouds, all that sort of garbage, right? Not garbage. Sorry if you're a cloud chaser. It's just not how I vape. But the whole point is they have a huge market for this over there, and Silvemesto thought it might be kind of cool as a toy to make a custom product for this market. Now, this is not like a Silvemesto target market, whatever you want to call for the regular things, okay? So everybody can calm their tits. This isn't Silvemesto going off the rails. This is something that was made specifically for Russia. Now, that said, he did mention that if there's a big demand, they could probably work something out. Like the Russians, Silvemesto can probably work something out with the international community, especially like America. That has nothing to do with the EU rules. So if there's a big demand for it, so watch Origin Vape, which I think is their partner over here, or maybe pester them about it, and they can request up the chain if this is something you're interested in. But I can also tell you a couple of details about it because they haven't been able to share it yet. So
and hurry up before the U.S. and Russia stuff goes down, because if not, then you're never going to see them, because they're all going to be used on their tanks for smoke screens.
That's right. Well, I did.
I thought you were going to say Sean's going to come back in, but
yeah, I did joke. I was like, "What is this? Some sort of Cold War thing? Why has Russia got this and we don't?" I will tell you a couple things that are a little wacky. This is a 26 millimeter diameter Addy. This is a ginormous Addy. And then the other thing that's kind of cool is that I think they're calling it an RDCA, right? Yeah, the customizable. And the reason is because they've got shitloads of air at the top, shitloads of air at the bottom, and shitloads of air from the side. And
the side is just a big fucking hole.
Yeah, well, people thought it was a window.
Dude.
I don't think it's actually a window. I think that's a big fucking slot.
So what is it called? The no fun?
But so here's the catch though, is it's called a C because you can turn all of those off and on individually. So you can have a fully customizable just top draw or just bottom or just side or just top and side or bottom and side. And
actually,
and he said there's 12 tubes that you can rearrange in there, and then from there actually customize it even tighter. If you just wanted one tube, you could do that from the bottom or from the top.
I will give this to Sfomesto based on my experience with the KFON 5. Like, they do AFC right. So
yeah,
I feel like it'll be like, in terms of dial-in ability, it seems like it could be up there with the velocity.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think it can jam some mesh in there? That's
exactly right. I think you're right, Dale. I think that's about enough too. So that's the big thing. So everybody don't freak out about Sfomesto. And the other thing is I can say is they have not forgotten the people that is their target, their core fan base, and they are still, I think, retooling and trying to figure stuff out from the TBD rules, but they're not idle. I'll put it that way. They're not idle. That's all.
Yeah, the cloud chasing scene in Russia has been a thing for a while. I remember when I was working at the shop, this random Russian dude came and like bought like $300 worth of juice at retail to take back to Russia.
Yeah.
$300. And it wasn't just my shop, it was like a couple other shops in the area. So yeah, they've been cray for a bit.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't surprise me that in Russia, of all places.
Right. So and I think the SM there in Russia, wanted a toy, wanted to be able to address that part of the market. But so everybody get off of KFUN, but they're all right. They're all right. They did something specific as a toy, but they're not.
And the funny thing is, as opposed as I am to it, because I think top airflow is fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the Aeolus. That was the only top airflow.
The V1 Aeolus is the only one I ever tried that was okay.
The light, the Aeolus light is also pretty good.
I never tried the
smaller
light.
chamber.
I heard it was
the light. I believe has a smaller chamber. It's a little shorter than the V1. The V2 is a piece of garbage.
Gotcha. Well, so if you happen to have a Russian contact or speak Russian, so you can order one off their site. They said Flo said that it's got good flavor, but I was like, who knows? With all that air, I don't know how that's possible. But hey, okay, that's fine. But if you want a cloud chasing Addy to win a comp, there you go.
Does it come with a dash cam?
I love that show when Flo was on because he hinted in the chat that something good was coming, and that was to be the V5.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And that was a great tank, unless you liked Mouthlung. But at least they fixed that with the little kit that came out.
Right.
So that's it from Sfomesto. So everybody calm down. There's no big deal. They'll
calm your man boobs.
Calm your man boobs. I just want to get that out of the way because it's Sfomesto and it's Toonie, so we didn't talk about
it. Thank you.
Toonie, you got anything going on right now, buddy?
I've been on the flame train. I've been on the flame train.
Oh, you have been on the flame train. Oh, hold on, let me click on you.
Yeah, I've been.
There you go.
Yeah, we've been on the flame train too on purple.
Flaming up the stainless stuff.
Is that the twist?
Mike Bates icon, Vandy Bates icon.
Oh, that's the icon. Gotcha. That is quite the multicolor color experience right there.
Yeah, you get the whole thing gold, and then you concentrate around the edges.
No. What do you use for that? Do you have like a propane torch? Do you use butane? What do you use?
I got it right here.
Is it? Tell me it's oxy or MAP?
No, straight propane.
It's propane. Okay.
MAP's too hot.
Is it the finest quality propane?
TS 1500, and this is not the tech time section.
That's right. Well, it reminds me of this thing that I got sitting off the side sometimes. It's like the size of my face.
Yeah.
What tech time section?
Right. Okay. Well, is there anything else you want to pimp? You got a little time to talk.
He's got some. I know he's got something to pimp.
Yeah, he's got to. I know he had. I hear Foo's got a good juice that he talked to you about.
Oh yeah, the vanilla rice.
Yeah.
Precious.
Where can our Where can our three DIYers in chat find the recipe?
So since
No,
Toonie brought that up, since Toonie brought that out, I had to go search for my. Oh no!
Oh, your
now
camera's done.
Son of a bitch!
All right, come back in and get no Manny Cam. No Manny Cam.
No, because I needed to show. Hang on.
Manny Cam is going to make your feed crooked, okay? Remember, Manny Cam.
I'm not going to. Hang on. Let's see. We can't even transfer, can we? Bitch. Well, now nothing works. All right, I'll be right back.
All right. Did you post the recipe somewhere, Toonie?
It's on ELR just under Toonie, TUNEY. I have a few up there.
Okay.
Fresh is working on one for food too, but he hasn't perfected it yet.
Is that right?
He's pretty picky. It'll be awesome.
He mentioned that when I went on Stu's show. He's like, I haven't finished it. I'm like,
Rice Baby, he's calling it, I think.
yeah, Rice Baby. That's supposed to be a Rice Krispie treat with some twang to it, right?
Yeah.
All right, can you guys hear me now? Okay, here we go. So
hey, there he is.
He brought out his flame thing. I need to bring out this oldie. Talking about oldie here, but goodie that I did a flame job on. The old school smoke magneto.
I remember you doing that.
I knew you were gonna pull out that shit. I knew you were gonna pull out that shit. That shit's dope.
Like that. I did the cap, and then you got the. I left the tube. You guys don't remember, this is a fucking mech from back in the day, and
you did it in the oven?
No, actually, I torched it.
Did you torch it? I couldn't remember.
I got it spinning and torched it, and see if we can get a better. Let me get a.
Yeah, that came out beautiful, nasty.
Sean did an old flame job. That was on emo though.
This is probably 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, I remember. It was way back when I knew you did that.
It held up nice.
Yeah,
it's not the most durable finish, that's for sure.
Yeah.
This one did all right. I mean, I left the button, and let's see if we can get it to focus.
Focus.
There you go.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, so it did pretty good. And the cap, I think, turned out the best, even gold color. So, but yeah, that was a pain in the ass to do. to have it even, especially with something that's got such a large surface area. But yeah, basically heated it up and got temp wise to the color that I wanted, and then dunked it in some oil and got it to where I got it.
Danny pointed out that it had a magnet switch before magnet switches were magnet switches. Like
correct. Yep. This Magneto there's magnet switch on the bottom, and this one was a special edition because it didn't have the logo on it.
Mm-hmm. The Magneto, if I recall, was the Nada Enzonic V2, right?
And here,
so it was one of those.
I remember my tube mix.
It was one of those. You had your one magnet there with the coil. I mean, with the contact point, and you had the other magnet on the bottom. And basically the switch went in like this. So, and it was cool because it had the locking ring down at the bottom.
Oh, that those threads would see so easy from just shop things. I hated when people brought me a Magneto and be like, my threads are stuck, because that shit was annoying.
Yeah. So Larry, this is a different version. There was one with like a Spider-Man logo on it. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And the Spider-Man text. Oh my god!
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
The only point that it had the Spider-Man or the spider logo was on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And good old adjustable pin. Yeah, non-hybrid. Yeah, and basically you could run this in either 18650 mode or you could run it in
490, right?
490. Yeah. Or even 350.
I seem to remember that the Magneto had pretty crappy conductivity, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for what it was back then, it was pretty good.
It was cheap.
Nemesis Sun. Sun.
When the Nemesis was around, it was a cheap alternative.
Yep.
Better than
then I got Nemesis. I got gifted
so
a Nemesis clone.
That was basically a size, in the 18650 mode. So with a fucking ring out battery. There you go. with a 650 battery. So, and basically it's because it's sat up here.
Yeah, the switch assembly takes up like an inch and 3/4.
Switch assembly was huge. So, yeah, that was probably one of the first mods that I ever did, other than drilling out addies, drilling holes, bigger than addies. So,
Dan, would you confirm that link in chat that's your ELR page?
Are you doing your taxes right now, Angsty?
Well, no, just so people have it.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're like,
bring it back. Bring it back.
Or I like
the Vice.
Yeah, I do too. That's good. Either that or I'm running numbers for a bookie, right?
Yeah, that's you. Where's you gotta have the cigarette in your mouth here?
Normally I'm the Normally I'm the
Here, Angsty. Here, Angsty. I have a spare. Take one.
Thanks.
Did anybody else get disconnected from the chat, or just me?
Just you.
Just yeah. So FreshBot, the flavor Bible. It's kind of like for food recipes, but it has all these different items and what compatible flavors go with them. So we're having a lot of fun with that on his Saturday DIY show. So I did a lemon custard popcorn. Pretty interesting.
Lemon custard popcorn, huh?
I had an interesting combination with abolishment today. I had gum from a coworker. It was peach mango trident. I'm sure everyone's had that, or good enough people. Yo, Angsty, get yourself some, chew on a piece, and vape some abolishment. You're gonna be like, holy fuck.
Right.
I was just chewing on it, and I'm like, I'm usually not one to vape when I have gum in my mouth because it just tastes weird, especially abolishment. But the peach mango trident, because it's got like a little bit of mint to it, I was just like, this tastes amazing right now. But the problem is trident loses flavor after like 10 minutes.
If that.
Yeah, so those first 10 minutes are pretty heavenly, let me tell you. You're going to like the way it vapes. I guarantee it.
Yeah, that's real convenient, right? It's just like right there.
All right. So I got one of these cute little things. These, I don't even know what it's called.
The smock.
Gmod or whatever. Yeah, that smoke. Oh, Q-Box it's called.
It's tiny.
It's not an alien, right? I've heard nothing but horror stories about the full-size alien.
Yeah.
I like the alien, but the paint comes off of it real easy. It's a good beater.
I've heard better things about the mini one. I think I know at least 5 or 6 people that have broken their regular alien.
Yes.
I've dropped mine a couple times. It's the batteries fly out, but it's survived.
Oh, there you go.
That's good. Anything? What have you been vaping on Addy wise? You've got you said you had the icon.
Yeah, I am. Well, I'm still on my K-Funds every day.
Is that right? Yeah.
And I like this little Kylan tank. I jammed a big single coil in there, twisted frame staple, and I jammed cotton in the side airflow, so now it's just straight bottom airflow, and it's got some pretty nice flavor in the 2 mil mode. Oh, what else do I got new? I got one of these little so small you can't even see it.
What is that little thing?
Something I don't even know what it's called.
It's tiny, whatever.
It's something you don't want to do when you're driving. It's like in your face.
Well, it is adorable, that's for sure. I did have some vape mail this week. I got a new bell cap for an atomizer that I do not have yet.
Oh, and a Chinese finger puzzle.
Yeah, that's how Christian.
I was gonna say
Christian sends his bell caps like this these days. It's for the Soul S, which I have coming towards the end of the month. But I've got a bell cap already ready.
Those are the things I see like oranges wrapped in or pears. Or, yeah,
it works.
The Chinese pears, those things are the best. I love just like you ever get like Asian pears and they come in the giant like foam ones. And you're just like,
yeah, they're super thick. Yeah. And they work well. Apples come like that sometimes too if you get the mail order. What's that fancy company you can get mail order fruit?
Mail order fruit.
Yeah, it's like Bartles and James. I know that's not it, but it's something like that. There's like a there's like a high end fancy fruit thing. I bet chat will know. I forget what it's called. Somebody bought me one of those things, and they sent pears like out of season or whatever, right? Or not out of season, but out of region.
They were talking about hiring Elton John for a show at your house.
Elton John probably ships himself in those things too. Harry and David's. Yeah,
I was gonna say George Michael, but rip.
So Kyle had my back. It's Harry and David. Somebody said I think I got one for like a work congratulation prize or something. They sent down some nice pears. It was good. Now we're talking about pears and mail order fruit.
I've been thinking about firing up the old Doc Dave mini micro.
Oh, that thing
Jesus.
That was an expensive atomizer back in the day.
Yeah.
Jenny.
Yeah, Jenny. Everywhere I go, I'm running. Boo.
I may not be a smart man, but I do know what Wiccan is.
There's Fresh out in the comments. What's up, Freshy D? But yeah, I got this for $5 on local vape, a closeout. $5.
Oh, I remember that closeout.
Oh, dude, those things were going for like $3 back then.
Crazy. I got some sick deals.
That's crazy.
Fuck all those people who paid $300 for one. Actually, don't fuck them. Ha ha.
That high endo just dies. Just dies. Yeah, well, something like that with like Nick salts or something would probably be pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
I showed it to Todd, and he goes, "You better have mesh in that thing."
Yeah, there's a few people that probably have a conniption if you showed up with.
Yeah, that's right.
With cotton.
Well, you know me, I always like to cause trouble, so I guess I'll just show the build.
Holy crap.
Little bunny ears.
That's awesome.
Take that, mesh.
Yeah, tail in here trolling the mesh heads.
A few flapping, horizontal.
What? Some people like to vape on fucking Reynolds wrap.
That's right. What was the other thing I was going to talk? Oh, Masty, I forgot to show you something last week. Close-ups. This is just for Masty. You ready?
Yeah.
Where we go? Here it is. So remember I said I had broken this thing out to do some dripping because I wanted some disc one. I forgot to show you this. Hold on.
Oh, you did it. Yeah.
Was that you on the pooper this morning?
Yeah, that was me on the pooper this morning.
That's awesome.
Ah!
You should have it play Sound Silence every time you hit the button. And on the pooper, I sit alone. The poopy turds are going home. His name is Inksful, and he looks like...
Team from Coil Vape send you any of that carnival celebration?
No, I have heard that.
Is that the king cake stuff?
Cake with...
Holy shit. It's amazing.
Holy shit.
Yeah?
It's this one with king cake in it.
Yeah.
Is it better than Kokomo? Because I'm a little partial to Kokomo.
I haven't had the Kokomo. I love the sweet pea, though.
Kokomo is really good. It's like very different from everything else he makes,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really good. Really, really good.
What's the other stuff that I didn't get to talk about?
I mean, it's also a little partial to coconut things, darker flavors.
Oh, that's interesting. The Kiwi client is they're under heavy load. They're adding extra capacity support. Apologies if you're in trouble. So if you're using the Kiwi IRC client, they're having issues.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's why I couldn't connect.
See, there are things that are still taking a shit in the IRC universe.
I the last couple of weeks I've missed a couple of things I wanted to talk about, and we already talked about one of them. This is the other thing that I thought was kind of interesting. I'm going to show I'll share the link in chat, but I'll also show it here. This would be Dr. Gottlieb's first remarks to the FDA staff. I thought this was a really interesting read. If you are invested in pretty much anything the FDA does, but that includes vaping, He had a couple things to say in here, and I don't want to get and pretend like, this is some sort of promise or, camera, freak out. They didn't promise to fix or save vaping or anything, but his remarks could be construed as somewhat positive.
Yeah, he's all about the harm reduction.
Yeah, which is, in theory, what we should be doing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lasty, side chat. So I will share that there. I'll try to remember to put that in our show note or the description down in the doobly-doo after the show. Ahmed, did you have anything to talk about this week? I didn't mean to.
I do, actually. There's one thing. So I actually read about it yesterday, but Vape NW, which I'm sure a good bit of you have ordered from. I had myself. They literally burned the fuck down yesterday. Like really, really fucking sad. Last I read, they hadn't found a cause for the fire yet, but essentially their warehouse.
I think it was a gas line. That started it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So their warehouse and their storefront went up in flames, and they recovered 0.
Yeah.
And that fucking blows. They're a big vendor, they're a reputable vendor, they're good peeps, and I'll probably have an update on this next week.
I'm sure insurance will cover that.
Yeah, it's still kind of
sucks, but
crappy thing.
Yeah. And I think that was
that's still money lost.
I think that was the place where they shipped everything to, I believe.
It was their warehouse and storefront, I've read.
Oh, was it their storefront too? Wow.
I think, because I was reading the article and they said they also own X Shop. What happens when my fucking internet doesn't want to work on my computer?
So another client, so I'm back in.
I read about it yesterday, and I'm sure some of you know, but for those of you that don't, so and because they're not Mrs. T's Bakery, they canceled all the open orders. Because they're good people like that. Any unfulfilled, any open orders, they canceled them and they refunded them, because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what happens when you do business.
Right. You fuck up, you can't do something, then you fix it.
Yeah, it costs them money, but you got to do when shit like this happens. They don't want to have to do it, but that's how you make it right.
Mm-hmm.
All the wishes to them on a speedy recovery, and hopefully them getting mad insurance money, because that's fucked.
Yeah.
My Narda says hello.
Are you trying to make it whistle?
Actually, my airflow is a little off.
Yep.
And it's also a little dry. That's why it's not whistling. So,
mine whistles worse when it's dry.
It's the Odin effect, in my experience. Do you remember my Odin would whistle like a motherfucker, but the emptier it would get, it would stop whistling?
Yes, I do remember that. The Odin was a straight whistle. If you think the Narda is bad when you build it wrong, the Odin was a damn whistle.
This is more effortless to get it to whistle.
The whistles go, whoa. Dude, you need to touch your coil. That's all there is to it.
Sirs.
I did touch it, and then it told on me. So I'm
show me on the doll where the food touched you.
Show me. Touch my deck.
So, Food, you have a nice collection of DHD tips, right?
Does he?
Yeah, I've got some.
I think Justin Reed.
What about, let's see. We've got the black and white. So here's the thing. So I have the longer Kennedy tips, but I stopped liking those when I started getting the nub ones. So I love these right now.
Mm-hmm.
The nub tips. This one I got, of course, the purple one, which goes with Senor over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Senor
I got.
Premise.
Yeah, he's been able to match them really good.
Mm-hmm.
And the best part was my last order just sent me a couple extra, and they happened to match shit I already had. The purple one I didn't order. She knew,
She's
and
awesome.
this is the this is the you can't really see it in this light, but you can kind of see
it's got a tint. Yeah.
But
That
under
one
like
picture you
some
took?
under daylight, like the blue really
Yeah.
comes out and it
Yeah.
contrasts. Yeah.
I hope I get to meet her someday at a convention. She seems really cool. She's
She's,
got a
I
motorcycle
saw-
now.
she's super quiet and a little shy, but she is a really sweet girl.
Yep.
She just bought a motorcycle.
Yeah. Jess, I'm sorry, but I kept my mouth shut when I saw you sold your Subaru and got a Mini. So I said it. I said it. Said it. Just
I
saying.
got this one. It's got every color in it, so it matches everything.
Oh, I also have some.
What's the name of that one?
tips.
Confetti?
Yes, it looks like it.
And there's also this one on my bill of 3.
Mm-hmm.
This one matches my Renegade's upstairs. This one
Yeah, that's
this
a blue.
tips it's set on the Renegade.
It's hard to find it.
Yeah, I've got I probably have about a dozen DHD tips. They're quite wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And they match my Titans very nicely. So they're great. And the Kennedy, which is, the greatest high watt atomizer ever made.
Oh. So one of the things that I wanted to mention while I don't know if he's still in chat or not, Mooch is still here, but
He is.
we Mooch about 2 days ago posted, which I think it's good to cover, about chargers that fit 2700 batteries. So 2700 batteries. And he's gone through and basically looked for chargers that fit the Sanyo NCR 2700A and B, the iJoy and the Amp King batteries. He said a couple are a tight fit, so you need to keep the wraps in perfect condition because you want to make sure you're not nicking them or anything like that. So the main ones that he has on here, I don't know if you say Basin. I think that's the name of the company. So it's Basin. So it's the BS1, and BS1. Remember this. BS means BS because it barely fits in that one. So that's BS. So the ones that fit are BS2, the BS4 for Basin, and then for EFES, the Luck V4, the V6, and then the Soda. And then SYB S6, the Home Tech Home Base, the X-Star SV2. And he states that he has not tried any other chargers. He doesn't know if he'll be trying any other chargers. And he doesn't know if these chargers will fit any other 2700s. So, again, this is for the Sanyo, AB, the iJoy, and the Amp King batteries. And he's asking if you personally use another charger to charge a 2700, so please let him know. So,
so check that post because he said that a lot of others were added via Facebook posts.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I will check the post then. But those were the main ones that he covered internally. So
yeah,
because I would imagine most 2-bay chargers are out of that equation.
Yeah,
I think the Soda was the only one you mentioned that's a 2-bay. I'm actually surprised the Soda it fits in the Soda.
Yeah, and he states not just measured the opening or checked the specs, but actually tested it with a 2700 battery. Others will be basing their purchasing decisions on what we post, basing their purchasing decisions on what we post, so we want to be sure. So there you go. I will put a link in chat to his post so everybody in chat can check it out.
Do that. I also want to handle something from chat. Kyle was asking about which were the people that made the Chiquito tips that look really good on slam caps, and that would be Double Helix too.
Yep.
Double Helix
Hey.
on the slam cap on the this is on the Narcta, but looks just right. Just right.
Oh, this is a Omen. Can you imagine Omen wearing a Chiquita like the banana hat?
Is it bad that I can?
But yeah, it's good actually. That's you're supposed to be able to visualize that.
He would probably laugh. He's a funny guy. He'd probably do it too. He's a little weird.
So
I'm down with some weird.
Yeah.
So that post doesn't have the Facebook stuff link, so I'm sure he'll post it in chat. Also, our buddy Mr. Bigglesworth is having a 20% off Memorial Day sale that has already started. It's been going for about a week. If you use 20% code Memorial Day and 130 ml bottle donated to Vape Vet for every order during the sale. That's pretty awesome. So check that out. BigglesworthLabs.com.
Wow, what's that guy? You know that guy whose birthday was last week? Keeps making the news with us. Flowers. He's running a stupid sale. I think he's still running it.
I believe so.
Long story short, a shitty anti-vaping bill went down in Louisiana. And he's like, celebrate, right? So I'm trying to remember. One moment. Fuck. All my shit's off today. Cress.
You want the sales?
All right.
Yeah, the sales, the promo dates are 5/19 to 5/30.
Yeah, May 30th. So listen to this pricing scale. 15 mils. Nice. 15 mils are cute. $6. 30 mils. $10. Okay, that's fucked. Okay, we just dropped our price. Come on, Flowers. 60 mils, $18. 120 mil, $30. 240 mil, $50. So, you like it? You already like it? This is a good time to get it. If you haven't tried it, like Fuju, try some because he makes good juice, and Fuju's good. Majesty's good, which is Fuju's dad. Beignet is like by far and away his best flavor he's made to date.
Pretty solid.
It's fucking awesome. Get some of that.
I still take partial credit for that one. That was me.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I was the muse. He did all the work. I was just the muse.
I gotta say the same thing for Fuji. Like, man, I was fucked up, but that was a good idea.
Yeah.
So
I love all you guys' liquid, but this one that Masty came up with,
yeah,
limeade in the bedding is the shit, man.
Oh my god, it's freaking amazing.
Yeah,
it's so
good. In the story, I don't even know if we have talked about the story behind that. So when we were, this was obviously way before any of the regulations or anything happened, but we sat down and we just said, I jokingly said, we should come up with some new flavors for a new line. And, Sean was like, I'm leaving, I'm quitting, I'm moving to Australia. And Angsty and
he's moving upstairs to his bed.
Yeah, to his bed. Yeah. I'm going to wrap myself in purple. So anyways, I had come up with, and I'm not going to give the flavor description. I had come up with this juice and it was perfect, man. This is, is exactly what I was looking for. And we started, testing and tasting, and it was not working. Now, it doesn't say that it might not work in the future, but with what we had available was not working. So sit back and forth, and I was talking to Angsty and basically came up with this, and like on the second bottle, it was like, boom, that is exactly what we want. And kudos to Juice Mama Amanda for she I still remember she said she broke her diet at the time to go get a limeade drink at Sonic so she could get that flavor, and so yeah, I was floored when we got to test that. So
as awesome. Usual, mine was very, very difficult. I had a good idea of what I wanted, but it took a long time to figure mine out.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
dude, I was surprised.
It was just scrap it, start over.
Actually, mine took the No Cigar took longer than Foos Gold. Actually, no, never mind. It was the other way around. Foos Gold took. Yeah, Foos Gold took I have all the betas too, still, except the ones that tasted like a fucking Indian smoke shop. Those I did not keep. I feel like No, I told her that.
Yeah.
It was just a bad tobacco. It was a clove tobacco. It just wasn't. And then just the one.
Yeah.
You were there.
Yeah.
I think Masty was there too.
Yeah.
I think Sean was there too.
We literally flew across the country for all of us to sit down together and basically figure the shit out, with the juices, so we could all get each other's feedback right then and there. And man, that room smelled like a freaking Willy Wonka's candy cane
like
butthole.
VG and farts.
It was just insane. Willy Wonka's candy cane butthole. Angsty, that picture.
That picture's crazy.
Hang on, not yet. I had that one. Show this one first. The first one I just sent you. And I got one more for you because we're gonna talk about it right now.
Wait, what's the order? The first one was third.
Nope. I'm sending you the first one. The second one is the second one I sent you, and the third one is the first one I sent you. If that makes
You're
sense.
making it real easy, okay?
Okay, so the last one is the first, the middle one's the second one, and the first one I sent you is last.
I think I got it right. Okay.
So a few days ago, we talked. Well, we actually didn't mention it. I don't think we did, but there was a sneak peek picture that came up of the Goon V1.5 that was releasing on Friday last week. So go ahead and pull that up. There's that picture, and that was the kind of like the teaser for it, right? Then
that's
another
pretty cool picture.
Yeah, another picture came up, and it was actually of the Goon. And kind of like the build deck from the top and side shots and stuff like that. And then this picture that we're going to hit you with right now. Holy shit, those freaking clamps. Now, diameter is 24 millimeter, okay? And they also come with a set of Allen key and screws and hybrid flat Phillips head screws and replacement O-rings. And you're also going to get a bottom fed pin for it. All of that for $60. Now, here's my question. On that deck, those clamps are just fucking massive. How do you keep, how are they keeping that straight? You know what I'm saying? Because
you see the threads?
Oh yeah, I can see the threads.
How jacked up they are?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm wondering, and they have to get jacked up because
you're going to torque this one down, then you're going to torque this one down, then you're going to torque
exactly,
this one down.
Exactly. So I'm wondering, hey, does anybody have one of these out already that has gotten their hands on it?
Well, isn't the regular Goon like this?
No,
I didn't.
I thought the regular Goon had like a plate and two screws in it. No.
So it does, but it's one piece, but it's sectioned off on one piece.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah, and so
that said, I'm not too hot on clamps either because I'm not a pro builder. So
right,
but even and again, I wonder how that is going to hold up.
If these threads are any indication, I can't imagine that it's going to be for very long.
That's not a very flattering macro shot.
No, I mean this is cool. That the fact that all this jammed in there, that's pretty awesome. But that is rough. Look at that guy right there at the bottom. Holy shit, that thing just
actually it's not even a macro shot, it's a zoom.
Yeah.
That's madness. So Food, to your point, that you're not you probably don't even have big pro builder coils like this.
Oh no, who the fuck do I look like?
Tony, how much stainless do you go through, Tony? Because you're a big stainless dude.
I go through. I've been through quite a few thousand feet of 38 gauge.
You see that wire coming down? That's actually a tube that feeds stainless from the room next door. He has the whole room. He's those ships that lay out the cable and the underground sea cable. That's what he's got. He's got just his whole house. It's just a spool.
He flosses his teeth with stainless, man.
You damn right.
Yeah, baby.
Purple mattress.
Yeah, make everyone in chat cringe. I'm gonna make everyone.
Stainless.
Tell me why you like stainless so much. I mean, we named the show after you, so you have to explain to us why stainless, Toonie.
Remember, I'm sure we all tried nickel, right?
We did.
Mm-hmm.
In the day, that crisp flavor that you really got off of it until you got it too hot and then it tasted horrible. That's what I get off of stainless, that super crisp almost mesh flavor from it.
Funny you mentioned that because that's what it kind of tastes like. It's kind of super crisp and it tastes like mesh in that it has a taste.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't stand it. Everything I put in there is like, oh, it tastes like I'm chewing on a penny or a nickel rather.
Yeah, I felt bad because Dear Addie sent me some really nice stainless coils, and I put them through the works. And my litmus test for it was Cozy Custard from Lab Rat, and it failed. Unfortunately, just because I know it tastes like, because I vape it on my parallels, but it's the same issue I had with nickel and nichrome, and that. And to my palate, it just brings out too much of the highs and flavors.
One thing,
but for like
the only nichrome that I didn't mind was Dwayne's stuff, the Anarchist stuff.
Anarchist, yeah.
That didn't taste too much like metal to me.
These these aliens that I got from Tyler are dope. I mean, they're mixed. Some juices are a little too hot on it, but for the most part, like desserts and such, not bad.
Now, do you guys still prefer Canthal or Nichrome?
It's all
Canthal. Canthal, like 90% of the time.
I do have some stainless, and when I need to, like, when I was testing this thing, and I needed to test out the temperature limiting stuff. Yeah, I use stainless occasionally. I just can't like enjoy it on the regular because it tastes like a freaking chewing on a nail.
It does have a taste. See, Canthal kind of freaks me out because there's aluminum in it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's chromium and all this, I mean, there's bad shit in all of it.
Yeah, it's in Centrum too. Deal with it.
It's in your deodorant too. Hey, we're
gonna give you Alzheimer's. Take this pill.
Nah, this is all natural Arm & Hammer, baby.
We've been all natural under here for a while now, a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so I've been trying to entice Amanda on Fresh's show. I hope she's gonna come on.
Yeah.
I would love to get her on there.
She is such a trip. If you can get her talking, you can nerd, and surely on that show you'd be talking juice and stuff. So I'm sure she'd nerd.
She makes some bitchin' shrimp.
Yeah, she really. Shrimp. That's true.
I think I showed the picture on the show once. Of the picture I took of her with her big old pot of shrimp that we helped dismantle.
Her and Matt are just probably some of the nicest people you're going to meet in the industry.
They're the best.
Well, it's funny. She said, because on Saturdays I take the kids to the baseball games, and so it's the whole family thing.
Yeah.
Let's
see.
I love me some baseball.
You're looking for the pot picture?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember when that was.
Oh, dude, I totally know when it's from. I can find it right now.
Right meow.
Yeah, because it's the easiest way for me to search through my photo cloud is chronologically, and I remember that was in Tampa, and that was in March, and that was last year.
I've got a picture. I've got a couple pictures from there, but I don't have.
You don't have the shrimp.
I don't have the shrimp one.
I found some arm-fold crack pictures I took in my phone.
I saw. Did you see the post on Reddit about my wife never notices a new mod, but now this morning, my 3-year-old pipes up, "Why'd you get a new one, Dad?"
Oh,
you little sellout! Shut your mouth. Yeah, taste the hairy side.
There you go. There's Amanda with shrimp.
There she is with the shrimps. Well, hold on. Let me click on you. Clicking.
Ooh, look at that shrimp.
Click it.
Yeah,
there you go. Gotcha.
That was freaking delicious. And then some of the other guests that we had there, their faces when we just threw it and we're just picking out. They're like, "What? You eat that with your hands?"
And this is not Amanda with shrimp. No.
Oh no! Come on! You gotta do that, man. He was lost and not forgotten, and then also you just bring him back like a wet dog sitting in the rain.
All right. Well, as you said, we do not have the Tekima Times now. I will tell you, and I'm going to apply some live social pressure here. We've had some calling for Tech Time. They want it back.
Oh, it'll be coming.
All right. I know I do have a couple things I need to send you to from our friend at modmaker.co.uk, Rick, who is a beautiful human that sent me a couple 510s to send you.
Yes.
So I need to send you those two. Ooh, and I need to send something to Eric. I was going to send one of them to Eric. But
Why
anyway,
could be busting his balls for?
yeah, I have been neglecting to send that over to him. So I'll do that. Is there anything else? I do have one other piece of news that I was going to mention real quickly, and that is here. I've already got it open. Pow. So this is this I forgot to mention last week, right? But so this is a few days old. But Aspire posted that they've had some fake tanks now, not just coils, but fake tanks and coils are being mixed in with authentic products. So even if you bought from a reputable dealer before, you need to at least ask them about it and definitely use their little things. They've got a little, one of these security code things, and you type in your thing, and if it's been used before, then it's probably a fake. But apparently they had a distributor that was doing this on purpose. So their distro, they had a bad one.
Was it 3FM vape or something?
I don't know. I hesitate to speculate, but
or 3MF vape or Adam, whoever was getting crucified for the fake goons or something.
Yes,
some bullshit I heard about.
Right. Well, I think those guys are like Cameron
3F vape.
Those guys are basically American fast tech front end anyway, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it.
So one of I had something else I was going to talk about.
Yeah, please.
So we had talked, before, and I think the videos are starting to get popular now about, certain quote unquote homeless people that are on the side of the road with their sign, and people are starting to follow these people and watch them walk into their cars and stuff like that. The latest was this lady had a 2015 Fiat 500, and these guys chased her, and they're like, "What? How much money did you make today?" And she, anyways. But there was an interesting story posted at Reddit by a guy named Another Jimbo, and he says, "I'll read you just a few parts of the story." He says, "So some things happened the past 2 weeks. I'll spare you the details. Been staying at a shelter while going to work. Should have apartment keys on Friday." He basically, this is him giving kind of a view that we don't really think about, since everybody matters to get off the the smokies, the stinkies, I should say. But this is something I hadn't even thought about. Someone who's either down on their luck or homeless, and they, it'd be real easy just to go pick up a cigarette. And he says, number one, charging sucks. He says the shelter has 8 outlets to use. Again, this is a view from a person that is stable in the community, and stuff came up, and he's lost his house, and he doesn't have a car, so he's staying at a shelter. He says charging sucks. The shelter only has 8 outlets to use total for everybody at the shelter. He's got a Nightcore i2, and he says he's lucky that nobody messes with it. They know that it's his. And he's been at the shelter for I think he said 2.5 weeks by the time he writes this. Juice, he said luckily he was able to grab some juice when all of this went down, so he's been okay with that. The B&M is about 20 blocks away, and luckily he still has an income. He still has a small job that he has. He has no home, car, and everything he has fits in 2 bags. But he has an income, so he's happy for that.
That's important.
And he says, not ordering online because he has no address, and B, he's waiting to get an address so he can open an account. Equipment, he's got a Lotus LE80. We'll go through, and I'll go over that. And then he says another bad thing is carrying shit around with you all the time. So he says this sucks more than usual because he's walking more than usual, so walks to work and comes back, takes a bus, stuff like that. So vaping's complicated. He could have just bought. He says I could have just bought 10 rollies off a lady for $1, but I'm tougher than that. So he makes this post, and the amount of support. And of course, you could say, "Oh, this guy's just saying this so he can get free shit," but the amount of support that comes out from people was pretty amazing. And the number one comment was, this guy says, "Were I in your situation, I would have bought the rollies, no question, right away. Commendable that you didn't do that, and hope shit gets better for you." So, that's scary, because things like this can and do happen to people, every day. But think about someone who has been homeless for a while. The last thing they have in their mind is using any money to, buy any e-cigs.
Yeah, I'm going to Taco Bell, dude.
Right, just straight out. So that's just something that puts in perspective, how things can be, and especially if luckily he still had an income, and this wasn't someone who's been homeless for a long time, but 2.5 weeks in there, and he was able to stick through it. So it's pretty interesting view.
You're right. I think that's probably would have been low on my list of priorities if I didn't have a house, was whether or not I'm smoking or vaping. I probably would have, in that situation, had I been more freshly off of smoking,
yep,
I may have been tempted to just get the cheap way out. Because then you have a little box and a lighter, and that's it. You don't have to fuck with anything else.
Yeah.
You're like, life is simple again. I don't have to worry about my cigarettes leaking in my pocket when it's hot out.
Yeah.
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 Not only that, but the stigma that'll go to with you being a homeless person and vaping, right? Because that's the first thing people are going to think is, oh, this guy's got money. He can afford, a vaping rig. He can afford a battery and a charger and stuff like that.
Vapors
So,
being
and again,
homeless would be a nice.
Yeah, and this view is obviously a little bit different because he hasn't been homeless for years, and all of a sudden is vaping. So
yeah,
but yeah, just pretty interesting.
You imagine a homeless guy's got like a fucking Geppetto in his hand. It's like,
yeah.
Oh, those are like worth $200 now anyway, aren't they?
Yep, they became homeless themselves. So
I did get a. No, I'm not gonna say that.
Nope, don't.
That would be mean. That was almost mean for no reason. I at least try to have a reason for being mean. I'm not gonna be mean for no reason.
It's just whatever my vaping memory just serves to me. It's just like, all right, here's the pitch, the swing.
Yeah. All right. Anything else? I think I'm out of stuff to talk about.
I think that's it. Good.
Tony, thank you so much for coming on, buddy. It was really good to see you on the show.
It was a blast. Thanks for having me. Blast being on here.
Thank you, Toonie, coming in on short notice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was the brief return of Sweater Game because it was fucking cold today and rainy. So,
and I must say, you're talking about Sweater Game.
Sweater.
I want to talk about Toonie's tape game. Look at that tape game on that extension. Blue. It looks like blue painter's tape on extension to keep whatever it is plugged in. Now that right there is some engineering.
Is that painter tape or is that? I thought it was blue duct tape.
It's either blue duct tape or it looks like blue duct tape. Painter's tape probably wouldn't stick. It's got all kinds of shit hanging off of there. That's awesome.
Love it. Mr. Fire Hazard. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming out. You guys take it easy.
Peace.
Peace out.
Yeah. Wu-Tang.